नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू CGS Raipur डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस ऑफ UPSC Civil Services Mains 2015 essay paper which has recently been held on 27th August 2025। तो साथियों, अभी 22 अगस्त 2025 को आयोजित CSE मेंस IAS मेंस परीक्षा के ऐसे पेपर के एनालिसिस पे हम लोग बातचीत करेंगे। दिस ईयर्स एज ऑलवेज UPSC has given us 2 sections each with 4 essays. We have to attempt 1 essay from each sections. So let's see the nature, trend and possible approaches for all 8 essays and understand what the commission is expecting। तो जैसा कि दोस्तों आप सभी को पता है, IAS या UPSC या CSE मेंस की परीक्षा में 2 सेक्शंस होते हैं ऐसे के पेपर में, और दोनों पेपर जो है 125 मार्क्स का होता है, कुल 250 अंक होते हैं, और दोनों भाग में 4 निबंध जो ऐसे हैं उनका ऑप्शंस दिया जाता है, और दोनों भागों से हमको एक एक ऑप्शन जो है सेलेक्ट करना रहता है। तो आइए हम लोग देखते हैं जो ट्रेंड है वो किस तरीके का रहा है और किस तरह का जो क्वेश्चन हमको देखने को मिला है। So I think you might see the screen now। So 2025 का जो ऐसे रहा है उसका कंप्लीट एनालिसिस हम लोगों ने किया हुआ है, जो हमारे CGS बाय उमेश के ऐप में उपस्थित है। उसमें आपको टूल किट, कंप्लीट 8 टॉपिक के जो आंसर्स हैं, मॉडल आंसर्स हैं, उसके अलावा जो ट्रेंड है 2026 और 27 के जो CSE मेंस होने वाले हैं उसके ऐसे पेपर के लिए अप्रोच है, एक चेक लिस्ट है जो लास्ट मिनट के लिए आप लोग के लिए ज़रूरी है। इस तरीके की सभी चीज़ें PDF के साथ CGS बाय उमेश में उपलब्ध है और आप लोग इसको देख सकते हैं। तो आइए देखते हैं कि किस तरीके के जो प्रश्न हैं वो सेक्शन A और सेक्शन B में हैं। तो सेक्शन A में जैसा कि आप लोग देख सकते हैं, ट्रूथ नोज नो कलर, The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Thought finds a world and creates one also. Best lessons are learned through bitter experiences। इस तरीके के 4 ऐसे हैं। उसी तरीके से सेक्शन B में muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. The years teach much which the days never know. It is best to see life as a journey rather than a destination, not as a destination. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty। तो इस तरीके के आपको 8 ऐसे जो हैं सेक्शन A और सेक्शन B में मिलेंगे। तो जैसा कि हम लोग नेचर के बारे में, पेपर के नेचर के बारे में बताना चाहेंगे, तो आप लोग स्क्रीन में देख सकते हैं। There has been a continuity, there has not been a change in the format। 4 topics, 2 sections and we have to write in 1000 to 1200 words has been the continuity. Then again the philosophical shift of the UPSC essay papers has been continuing since last 2-3 years. In section A we may see the abstract philosophical themes, for example जो truth knows no color, thoughts creates world, ये सब जो है एब्स्ट्रैक्ट फिलोसॉफिकल थीम पे आधारित हैं. उसी तरीके से जो सेक्शन बी है दे आर रिफ्लेक्टिव एंड इथिकल थीम्स. मडी वाटर अगर उसको सेटल नहीं सेटल होने दिया जाए तो क्लियर होता है, बेहतर होता है. कंटेंटमेंट इज अ नेचुरल वेल्थ, ये जो है इथिकल और रिफ्लेक्टिव थीम्स पे हैं. तो पेपर डज नॉट बेसिकली टेस्ट आवर नॉलेज बट ideas, depth of thought and administrative suitability. What UPSC is really testing is our philosophical depth, our ability to simplify abstract concept. It also wants interdisciplinary thinking, whereby we can link philosophy with history, polity, society, economics, governance, current affairs, etc. Including we could look as a administrator from society's point of view, as a civil service aspirants also. So this is how the interdisciplinary aspect has been ingrained. Balanced outlook is there. We need to avoid the extremes. We need to show both strength and the limitations. Contemporary relevance is there. We need to connect abstract ideas to real issues like climate change, climate crisis, diplomacy, trade war, technology, fake news. These has been going on, and the examiner wants us that we can relate our philosophical or ethical quotes with the contemporary aspects. Administrative acumen is what is needed. How would a civil servant apply these values in governance, policy, conflict resolution in the field once posted as an IAS officer, IPS officer, etc. So if we see the section wise nature, section A has been philosophical and abstract, section B has been reflective and ethical. Our approach is to have anecdotes, historical moment quotes, real world incident in introduction part. We also need to clear the idea in simple relatable words, defining it or to conveying it to the examiner or evaluator that we have got the central point of the quote or the topic. The body part of essay may comprise around 70 to 80%. We need to make multidimensional analysis. We have to touch the philosophical, historical, societal, political, economical, ethical, administrative aspects. Also counter argument has to be given. Balance is always rewarded. It is not that if the topic is saying something we cannot argue against it. We have to do it. Contemporary relevance is must. We need to connect the topic with the current affairs, with the ongoing policies, with the recent government schemes, or to say major global or historical events, etc. The conclusion is that we need to be very much optimistic, future oriented. We may bring India to not 4/7 global peace, sustainability aspects. We need to end our essay with a visionary call or with a powerful quote. So let us see the essay point. Final CGS take is that the 2025 essay paper is a continuation of UPSC's trend of testing philosophical maturity, balance of judgment and administrative temperament rather than bookish knowledge. Success will depend on our ability to interpret the abstract ideas in simple logical terms, connecting the topic with history, governance, contemporary issues, and ending with an optimistic futuristic vision. In short, this year rewards thinkers who can express like leaders. So this is how it is. And then in this particular PDF, which you can download the entire PDF, we have tried to solve entire topics, all the 8 topics. At the end of the topic, you can see, before I start analyzing the individual issues, you can see that I have put some checklist, essay exam checklist before writing for final exams in the coming years. Practice essays I have included in the PDF, do's and don'ts I have included in the PDF, last minute essay toolkit I have kept for you, along with some quotes, ready to use lines, opening lines, standard essay flow, how to make it organic, etc. So now we shall go to the topics once again and let's see them one by one. So in section A, the first essay reads as Truth Knows No Color, a profound essay testing clarity of thought. We have to discuss truth as universal beyond race, caste, ideology, identity, religion, etc. The Gandhian philosophy of Satya, truth, Martin Luther Jr.'s civil rights struggle could be strong references here. A good essay here should show how truth is objective, timeless and impartial, and we need to link it with the contemporary times, with governance issues, with social harmony, etc. If you go to the second essay, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. This quote is by Sun Tzu, a Chinese thinker. It focuses on strategy, diplomacy and intelligence over brutal force or war. So you can see the trend as to how UPSC wishes to see us. We need to remember that Indian Foreign Service is a part of CSE exam. A strong essay here needs to connect to modern geopolitics. For example, it also needs to touch to the history, like the Cold War era, the Ukraine crisis, the India-China trade-off, the ongoing trade wars, nuclear deterrence aspects, cyber warfare, and even Gandhi's non-violence. We are expected to show that true victory is psychological, moral and sustainable, not merely physical. In the third essay, thought finds a world and creates one also. This essay demanded creativity, how ideas shape reality, references to Newton, Einstein, Gandhi's vision of Swaraj, Dr. Baba Sahab Ambedkar's constitutional thought, or even modern startup entrepreneurship and innovations may fit here. Here we need to argue that every transformation begins with an idea, and thought is both discovery, finding a world, and construction, also creating one. We may interlink our like freedom struggle portions, different examples from science, philosophy, governance, some government schemes, etc. can be given here. When we come to the fourth essay, the fourth essay is सबसे अच्छे सबक कड़वे अनुभवों से ही सीखे जाते हैं. बेस्ट लेसन्स आर लर्न थ्रू bitter experiences. So what do we get here? Let's see. You know, this is a more grounded practical essay. We could draw from personal, historical and national experiences, the 1947 partition, global wars, pandemics like recent COVID waves, both first wave and second wave. It is a recent contemporary problem we faced. Economic recessions of 1930s. Even we can correlate the 1991 economic reforms era. I have in my essay, model essay, correlated it with the PL 480 program through which we had to borrow the wheat from US to the green revolution, etc. You can watch it in the model answer. On the personal front, failure teaches more than the success. The essence is pain shapes wisdom. A mature essay here would balance personal anecdote with collective experience of humanity. In section B, we can see the fifth essay, the first essay of section B. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. This quote by Lao Tzu is deeply philosophical. It implies that patience, time and non-interference can solve better than forceful intervention. Governance examples like judicial restraints, non-interference in markets or natural healing of ecosystems could be used here. The essay demands maturity. Sometimes overactivism creates chaos, while patience allows clarity. Similarly, the sixth essay says, the years teach much which the days never know. वर्ष बहुत कुछ सिखाते हैं जो दिन कभी नहीं जानते. Here what do we see? Focus is wisdom of experience versus immediacy of daily life. The temporal aspect, historical aspects has to be focused here. We have to link it to aging, historical perspectives, long-term governance policies. Governance, as we can see, is not some month's affair. The policy effectiveness, the efficacy, the success or failure of any particular policy needs to be seen in the medium to long term rather than in quick short term. And we have to focus on the institutional memory aspects. A good essay would argue here that time deepens understanding from personal maturity to civilizations, culture, development of a nation, or to say global issues also. Learning lessons across centuries. In the seventh essay, you can see the topic. It is best to see life as a journey, not as a destination. This quote aligns with spiritual and motivational perspectives. Candidates could connect with Indian philosophy of Niskam Karma Yoga from Gita, or modern psychologists focus on process over outcome. It tests whether aspirants can write on growth, resilience, continuous learning and joy of effort rather than narrow goal orientation. In my personal model essay I have given in our app for you all guys, I have linked the journey of UPSC preparation as a civil service aspirant itself, rather than seeing it as a destination Selection only is not destination. UPSC preparation itself is a journey. In the last essay, you can see the topic is संतोष स्वाभाविक संपत्ति है, विलासिता कृत्रिम निर्धनता है. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. This is a bit easier to write from the essay topic only. You can see it is a very ethical, almost Gandhian essay. Need versus greed, you might clearly know it. It contrasts simple living and high thinking with culture of consumerism and materialism. We should highlight how contentment ensures mental peace, sustainability of lifestyle and Mother Earth, environment and equitable living, while luxury creates endless dissatisfaction. We can link or correlate it with ethical aspects of public administration. Like by being moral and ethical, we need to have a need-based lifestyle. The greed-based lifestyle in the civil servants may bring aspects of collusion, corruption, etc. So, linking this particular topic to SDGs, climate change, human well-being, lifestyle, ethical aspects of public administration would make it contemporary and effective. So, the overall takeaway from this year's essay, if I wish to say, will be that the paper again leans towards the philosophical abstraction, but each topic can be grounded with historical, personal and policy examples. Successful aspirants will be those who balance depth with clarity, avoided jargons and wrote in simple and organic flow, not mechanical headings, etc. The emphasis is on values, ethics, human understanding, our depth of understanding and like our fluency, or to say our clarity in expression more than the raw information. So, my particular advice for the UPSC aspirants who will write mains in 2026, 27 or beyond will be, we should not fear the philosophical topics. We need practice writing by connecting quotes to real life examples, building a repository of anecdotes, maybe by Gandhi, Ambedkar, Tagore, Mandela, Abdul Kalam, some famous Western thinkers like Kant, Aristotle, etc. and with the modern events. We should focus on the clarity, coherence aspects, creativity aspects, not just filling the pages. We need to remember UPSC essay is not about showing how much we know, but how well we think. So, this was the analysis of all 8 essays topics of UPSC 2025 mains. I hope it gave you a bit of clarity on the trend and helped you reflect on your own preparation. If you are targeting UPSC 2026, 27 or beyond, you can join our essay mastery program, which I have shown a glimpse here. For UPSC aspirants, it's available in Hindi and English, offline at CGS Raipur and online for all aspirants at our CGS by Umesh app, and I have included the feature of this particular initiative also at the last page of our PDF. You can see it. Under this, we will have foundation classes, how to think, structure and write essays, model essays and notes, concise frameworks on diverse themes, previous year essay practice, UPSC trend analysis, test series. I have planned to have at least 8 full length test, real exam simulation, one-to-one feedback and mentorship for you all guys, toppers talk and strategy sessions from achievers and experts, comprehensive written feedback, some weekly and monthly online sessions for app users. Around 2 to 3 months it will take. The fees is, if you take the combo thing, 5,000. You can join the weekly batch also. All the UPSC aspirants, especially from Raipur, Chhattisgarh and elsewhere, who are targeting 2026 or 2027 mains can join it. So this is all from my side for now. So again I would request you to buy this particular model solution PDF. It's available in the app at 20 rupees and in the bookstores in around 40 rupees. And aspirants may join our essay mastery program at CGS Raipur, where we will train you step by step to handle exactly this kind of essays with confidence. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to CGS Raipur YouTube channel for more UPSC specific guidance. Thank you so much.